Alright, so in today's video, I wanted to make another video talking about a tier list. So I had made a operator tier list, and it did pretty well on my channel, so I was like, alright, you know what, I'll make another one, except this time for weapons. So, in today's video, I wanted to go over all the weapons, put them into a tier list of what I think. You know, we all have our own opinions, so you may like it, you may not like it. But if you want to see the operator tier list, I'll have that in the description. But, let's get right into this. Alright, so starting off with Glaz's gun. Glaz's gun is very good for damage wise, but it's single shot. In my opinion, I feel like because I feel like Kali Sniper is way better in my opinion. So I have to rank it higher than this. But this gun is still very good if you hold it at angles. So I put it at C tier. I want to put it at D tier because it's high damage. Now for Jaeger's gun is S tier, 100%. It's literally like an AR on defense. It's very, very good. Very good. Honestly, that's probably one of the main reasons they took away Zaycock. Because his gun, 3-speed and this gun, bro, the 416 is just so good. Alright, this is Twitch gun, right? I'm trying to look at all these like emblems and trying to figure out exactly. I know all these, but it's like kind of cut off a little bit. Alright, I think this is Twitch's 4 and 7. I don't really use this gun. I've seen it, like, I don't think it's a terrible weapon, but, like, I'm putting it at D tier, because, like, who's taking that gun over the F2? Like, that's just easy D tier, in my opinion. But this gun is a sleeper, bro, I'm telling you. The Commando. If you watch me, I don't really use the G8 a lot. I use the Commando way more. Like, if you watch any of my videos, you know I use the Commando. The Commando is literally so... I think it's underrated 100% because the G8 kind of gets all the light. But it's 100% an A tier. Because it has good damage, no recoil. I'm telling you, and great ammo capacity. Just trust me. If you've seen all my videos, I only use this gun, I swear. This gun is amazing. Now, for Thermite, let's see. This is Thermite's gun, right? Yeah, this is Thermite. Alright, for Thermite, his gun, it's good, but it's not bad. It's not great. It's not A, it's not S. I put Thermite at B tier. Thermite's gun is like, it has no recoil, it has a good magazine, but it has like medium to low damage. So therefore, I have to put that at B tier. Now, when it comes to Finka's LMG. Alright, Finka's LMG is low-key underrated. Because Fuse has it too. Finka has it. I actually use Finka. Or if I'm not using this, I'm using Finka Shoddy. I'm not using her other spear. Her spear's not bad, but it's just this LMG. So for LMGs, it's great. It's the best LMG in the game. So the great gun, I put it at A tier because high damage, and it's A tier out of the LMGs. So I'm trying to kind of rank this for like the way it works is like for LMGs, which one's the best one? I'll put that at E tier or S tier. Which one's the best assault rifle? I'll have that one higher than whatever the other assault rifles are, so that way it's kind of all in like an order of like the best assault rifle, the best SMG, the best LMG, and you kind of have it all like that. So for A tier, I definitely put this as an A tier like LMG with 100%. Frost gun. This thing is so iffy. I put it at D tier. I don't really think there are many that need to go into F tier. I don't think I put anything in the F tier really, because I think most of these guns are good. Like even the UMP, I'm probably gonna put that in E tier. Capcan's gun, that's a D tier, 100%. Capcan's gun is very good, but it's also like very low damage, or like just kind of like I don't know. It's just like I don't know if it's a mix of the fire rate and the damage. I don't think it's that good of a gun. It's not bad, but compared to these weapons up here, I definitely wouldn't match it. Now Alibi shotgun. For shotguns, this is a C tier shotgun. Because Ellis Shotty is better than it, Smoke Shotty is better than it. Even though it did just get like an ACOG or whatever it got, or I think it has like the 1.5 times now. But still, out of shotguns, it's a C tier compared to the rest of the shotguns, 100%. This is the AK-12, that's an S tier. The AK-12 is the best gun in the game, no doubt. Damage-wise and fire rate-wise, and ammo capacity, best gun in the game. Look at Ace. It's been on Fuse forever, but it's on Ace now. It's crazy. Now, this is Nomad's AK? Yeah, Nomad's AK. I put that at... Alright, so it does good damage, and it has high, ammo capacity. But, like, the recoil pattern is very weird, in my opinion. I put it at B tier because I think the ARX is way better than this gun. Because although yes, it does lower damage, lower ammo, pretty sure it does higher damage, and it's just way easier to control. That's why if you look at any pro league, you don't really see too many people using this. Some people use it, totally preference, but I put the ARX above this. Ha! Now this. Make sure LMG is an S tier. That's even without an ACOG, it's an S tier because it has like 50 bullets I think or something around there. But like you could just let you could just let him sing, bro. You could just let that gun go. Just hold down angles. You could shoot for so long, which when you're shooting, it like eliminates sound. So if someone wants to run around and like you're shooting, people are not gonna hear it much because you could just let this thing like just go, literally. Let this thing just let the chopper sing, bro. I'm telling you. At this DMR, I would put this over the 417. I don't know. So I could be wrong about this. I don't use DMRs a lot, but from what I've used this over the 417 if I ever had to use this. So I would put this one at C tier. I think it's better than the 417. I think it shoots faster. You could shoot faster. I don't know if maybe all DMRs are the same. I'm not too fond of DMRs. Playing this game since beta, and I still just never really used them. So I could be wrong about that one. Just let me know. But I think this one's, from what I've used it, I think Mavericks, like DMR is better in my opinion. AR-33. I put AR-33 as a solid B tier. AR-33 is a good weapon, but the L8 is better. Because, once again, most weapons are preference, but just going off of damage-wise, and recoil-wise, and ammo capacity, I think the L8 is better. It has easier, predictable recoil control. It just plays better in my opinion. So I think that the AR-33 is a solid B tier weapon. It's not A tier, but it's definitely B tier. Now the ARX. I'd put ARX at A tier. I wouldn't put it at S tier because it has a low ammo capacity. So you can't really like I use the ARX a lot and it's really good, but it has a low ammo capacity. So you have 21 bullets. You cannot really miss that many shots. So I would not put it at S tier because S tier has like high bullets, great damage, and a great weapon overall. Just like Jaeger, AK, and make sure it's LMG. Might show whatever you want to call it. Now the AUG. The AUG, I would. Okay, so on attack, it's not that good. I think it's good, but like it's not really used. But on defense, it's a very good weapon. I use it on Wamai all the time, and it is a great weapon. Granted, the hollow takes up half your damn screen, but like the actual gun itself is a very good gun. Like, but it's a low fire rate, with great damage. So I wouldn't put it at S tier, but I would put it at A tier. It's a great ammo capacity, great damage, just lower fire rate, like mid tier fire rate. That's his K's gun. Okay. This gun has got a lot better now that it has 1.5 times. But I would put it at B or C tier. It's really up to you. I personally... No. I think that... I think it was a C tier before the 1.5 times. But if you have the 1.5 times scope on, it makes the gun way better. So... This is a rough one. For now, I'm putting it at C tier. Because it's... So it has like a decent... middle range damage and it's like an average gun, so it's not like terrible, but it's not great. Now the bearing 9, when it comes to secondaries, I think it's one of the best. I put it at A. In my opinion, it's not S because it's not the best secondary SMG. I think it's the second best next to the C75, but the best is the SMG-11 without a doubt. So I'll put that up there soon. Where is that? I'm gonna do it right now. SMG-11 is S tier for its class. So I'm not saying the SMG-11 is better than the ARX, is better than the Commando. I'm saying for its class, for the secondary weapon class. That's what I'm doing this all off of. It's definitely, out of the secondary weapons, it's an S tier secondary weapon. 100% best in the game. Better than the Bearing 9 because it has more controllable recoil. Better than the C75 because it has a good actual iron, it has a good scope. Like the C75, you can't really put an iron sight on. Still, C75 I think is an A tier secondary. I think these two are your preferences. I prefer the C75 over the Bearing 9. But that's just because I think it's easier to control. And the downside of the C75 is that there's no holographic sight on it or no sight at all. So it kind of like blocks your screen a little bit. But I personally will take a gunfight with C75 any day, no matter the range. I don't care. But so that's why I'm going to keep it here. But it's not better than the SMG-11. Bosch G. This can be a very good gun. But I'd put it for shotguns in the shotgun class tier. I would put it at the same tier that the Alibi shotgun is in. Because yes, it's a 1 damage. Yes. But it has 2 bullets in a magazine. And out of shotguns, because don't forget, there's other shotguns. There's still 2 other shotguns that are better, I think. So, no, I put in B tier because if I'm going over shotguns, there's 2 more shotguns that are better. So the one would be A, one would be an S. So I put that in B tier because you could still you could one shot somebody with that so easily. This Jackal's gun, that's a C70, and that's a solid A tier. It might even be an S tier. You know, I put it at S tier. I think Jackal's gun's an S tier because there is no recoil. It has a great ammo capacity. C70 is a great weapon. I think that I call the SMG a C70. I meant to call it C75 or whatever it is, but great weapon. I might even put it at A tier because I'm trying to think of what is better than that for attack. I think that these two are my personal favorite because like there's no recoil on this. It has an ACOG. I'm not sure if it still has the ACOG even after it lost it, but still I'm pretty sure it has a 1.5 times scope or whatever it has in it. Great gun overall. Buck's gun. I put that at A tier. The reason I wouldn't put that at S tier is a great weapon, great ammo capacity. But the problem is for the average player and even some like most good players, it is way more recoil on this gun out of any of the other assault rifles. Personally, once you get into like a groove with it, you don't really have any recoil with it. But going off of the other guns based on their recoil, based on their ammo capacity, I'd have to put that at A tier because the C75 is better, the C70 is better, and the AK has less recoil as well. Buck DMR. I think that he has the best DMR. So once again, I put his DMR B tier. I'm not saying that his DMR is better than, K's gun or these guns. I just think that out of the DMR class, the Bucks DMR is the best in the DMR class. That's what I think. No, actually no, that's not. So that's why that's a B tier. What's his name? Is Dokubi's is the best DMR. Especially now check out that marksman scope. It's great. Now the Commando, I put the Commando at A tier. I think Commando's a great gun, 100%. I choose it over the Roni. People always debate the Roni or the Commando. I think the Commando's better. That's just my preference, though. So let me know what you think. Some people like the Roni, some people like the Commando. The Roni does have the 1.5 times scope now, which is great, but I still pick the Commando over it just because I think the Commando is better overall. Now the F2. F2 is an A tier. F2 is A tier because it is crazy fire rate. Might even put it at S tier. Yeah, no, it's going to S tier. Just because damage-wise, it's great gun. The recoil is iffy, but you can get used to it very easily. So I definitely put the F2 at S tier. Great weapon. Gridlock's gun, B tier. Gridlock's gun is not bad. It's honestly an average gun. I don't really use Gridlock a lot, but it's definitely not top tier gun. Definitely not. FMG 9 or 11, whatever this is. FMG. I put that at D tier, maybe even E tier. It's really not that good. Like it's just not. Like you can use it on a knock. So I wouldn't put it at E tier because they did just give it. I think they gave it an ACOG or what did they give it? 1.5 times. So it definitely is better. But I put that at D tier because like who's playing knock? Who's playing smoke with this? You're using a shotgun to smoke if you generally know what you're doing. But it's not terrible. Elishadi. Huh. I want to put this at A tier because there's a shotgun that is better than this. But all I'm saying is it's an S tier weapon if I have it because this thing destroys people and does not really take that much skill to use. Like it's a very broken weapon. Like it's crazy good. But when it comes to the shotgun class, I put it in A tier. Kind of hard to do that with some of the ARs. That's why they stick a bunch of them because some of them are just very, very good. I can't really put like all of them up there. So I'm just giving you like the best ones. Now the G36, that's a B tier weapon. It's not A tier. It's not C tier. It's a good weapon. No recoil, low damage, good magazine. Solid weapon. Average, solid weapon. G8, that's an S tier weapon. G8 is an S tier weapon, and I'm sure you know this because you see everyone swinging you all the time with this gun. Literally, like they just took the ACOG off it finally. Besides, I think Amaru still has it, but 51 bullets, 53 bullets, I think it's 51 bullets, and great damage, bro. You just let this thing sing. Literally just like the Maestro's gun. It's crazy, bro. One of the best weapons. Top 2 weapons. Mirror shotgun. E. Out of the shotgun class, it's not good. I don't care what anyone said. It's not good. Vigil's gun, the solid A tier gun. Would not consider it S tier because I think Jaeger's gun is S tier for defensive guns because, like I said, it's an AR. And I don't know. It's like if I'm comparing it to SMGs, I put it at a solid A tier. Great magazine size, great damage. So definitely up there. I might even move it up to S tier because technically, it's Jaeger's gun is not an SMG. It's assault rifle, and I think that this gun is better than Bandits. Even if it's not better by damage, there's less recoil, better just gun in general. You have it on a roaming gun, so that's why I think like the K1A is better. Sledge's gun, I put it at a solid B tier because it has great ammo capacity, no recoil, and just a great gun. Might even put it. Did I put the AR-33 in here? I did, but I'd still keep this over here for ARs. I think it's better than the AR-33, but it's not A tier. Not enough damage, I don't think. Alright, going into Fink LMG. Fink LMG is good. Bro, it has so many bullets, but I'd put it at C tier when it comes to. Nah, I put it at B tier because for like LMGs wise, I don't think it's the best, but I don't think it's bad at all. But I used that thing once, and that thing has so many. What does that thing? 150 bullets, I think. Bro, that thing is wild. Now this shotgun, this is the worst shotgun. No, this second worst shotgun. It's D tier because this shotgun's worse. The shotgun's at least semi-auto and it's on pulse. It's not that bad. It's good for pulse because you can shoot through the floor, anti-pulse scan. But mirror shotgun is just not good. Especially because she has a secondary shotgun. Cav's gun, very weak. Put it at C tier. I wouldn't put it D tier. No, I would put it at D tier. It's not good. It's very low. It's like medium fire rate, pretty slow fire rate, and low damage. It's really not that good. I use the shotgun over this gun if I'm playing Cav. Captel LMG. I think it's the worst LMG in the game. Like, being completely honest. Like, what other LMG is worse? You can't tell me another LMG is worse. It's not. It's just not true. Because, it's the worst one. It's Maverick's gun, yeah. Maverick's gun is a solid A tier weapon, I think. I think it's a great gun. Especially because it has like great fire rate, great ammo capacity, and it's had an ACOG forever anyway. Great gun. Now this is the best shotgun in the game. The smoke shotgun, mute shotgun, sledge shotgun. Yeah, great shotgun. Best shotgun in the game, 100%. Just like no doubt in my mind, it's the best shotgun in the game. Next to LF shotgun, but LF shotgun is broken. But I think overall, this shotgun's the best gun in the game. Now Sophia's gun, solid A tier gun, solid A tier gun. I use Sophia so much. I wouldn't consider it S tier. I think that Ash's gun is better than hers, even though she has like an ACOG, not like a 2.5 times, whatever she has. Still, I'm gonna talk about guns. Guns in general, damage, fire rate, and some of the optics too that come into it. But I think it's a great A tier gun. Oh, this shotgun. Okay. Bro, this shotgun slaps, but nobody's using this shotgun. Like, not nobody. It's very underused, so I put it more at C tier. But this gun slaps. Like, I might even move it to B tier, bro. Like, yeah, because, bro, the amount of times that I've recruit rushed with this shotgun, way back when, bro, this gun slaps. It is very, very good. A very good shotgun. I do not use it, because why would I use it on Bandit when I have the MP7? Why would I use it on Jaeger when I have the Jaeger's 416, 416C, whatever it is? Literally, it's like, it's a great gun, though. But it's just the operator design. You're not going to really use it. Now, this DMR, S tier. Now, I'm not saying that this DMR is better than Nomad or better than Zofia. I'm just saying out of DMRs, this is the top DMR in my opinion. Especially this season with that new scope she has on, bro. Like, I think it's a 12 times scope. No, 6 times, whatever that scope is. I haven't used it much, but my friend uses it all the time, and I've used her gun a couple times, that new scope. It is crazy. She 100% has the best DMR in the game. Without a doubt. Blackbeard's gun. Okay, without Blackbeard shield, I mean, I put Blackbeard's gun at like a solid like B tier weapon. Because without a shield, his gun's not that good. Like, realistically speaking, you give him any other gun, like, and he has a shield in his face, it's still gonna slap. Like, it has slower fire rate and not that many bullets, like, compared to other guns. So I put it at a solid B tier, like close to A tier. It's definitely better than Thermite's gun. Thermite's gun is definitely like down over here, but I would not consider it A tier with like the Commando or the AR-33 or whatever, and like the ARX and Buck's gun. It's definitely not up there with them. His ability is, yes, but his gun itself, no. The MP5K, that's a solid C tier. Like, maybe even like maybe towards B tier, but for like SMG wise, like looking at it like this, like what SMGs are in here? There's actually no SMGs in here, so I could probably put it up here because it's definitely better than that, especially with the new scope that it has on it now. It's actually a pretty underrated gun. MP5. Oh, I put that at that's like a solid A or S tier. I wouldn't say it's better than this than the Vigil's gun, the K1A or whatever it is, but because they lost their ACOG. So the MP5 is a great gun, but it was very good because it had the ACOG. I know Rook still has a 2x scope, so I mean you could say that. So you know what? I'll make that benefit of the doubt. On Rook, this gun with a 2x scope is the best SMG. Is like the top 2 SMGs because it has an ACOG or a 2x scope. So I'd still put it at S tier because on defense, on Rook, you have a 2x scope. On Doc, you only have 1.5 times now, unfortunately. But it's definitely an S tier because if you can get an ACOG, any ACOG on an SMG, that's a good SMG, slaps 100%. So I definitely put Rook at S tier. Even though I'm choosing Doc over Rook every time, I don't care. But Echo's weapon. I put Echo's weapon in a solid B tier. I wouldn't put it at A tier. I think it lacks in damage. It's great fire rate, but it has suppressor on it, which is causes it to lack in damage as well. And he lost his ACOG, so there's no ACOG on this gun anymore, so I put that at B tier. MP7, that's a solid A tier. It's very hard. I mean, you could put it at S tier, but I have so many SMGs. I think I would definitely choose Jaeger over it. Definitely choose the K1A over it, and I definitely choose an ACOG over Bandit's gun. Bandit's gun is very, very good close up. It's very close to an S tier, but I would definitely put it at A tier just because of the recoil. Recoil is not bad, but there still is recoil compared to these other weapons. Like no recoil in this gun, no recoil in this gun, no recoil in this gun, more recoil in this gun. So I definitely put that at A tier. Valk's gun, P shooter, C tier. It's a much better weapon than like Cade's weapon, but it's a P shooter. Because going off of damage, it's definitely C tier. Same with Alibi. If I even put her at D tier. No, because of fire rate. I put Alibis at C tier because she's a very fast fire rate, lower damage, but definitely a fast fire rate. So I definitely put her at C tier, not B tier. Definitely doesn't keep up with these guns over here. The Roni. I put that at. I mean, I put that at A tier as well. Like as much as I said, I know I said that I'd probably like I think the Commando's better, 100%. But granted, it got a 1.5 times scope now. I could put it at A tier. It has lower magazine, but I'm pretty sure it has like higher fire rate, lower magazine, but I'm pretty sure it does more damage or whatever it is, like or less damage. I don't know exactly how. I don't use the Roni a lot. I really use the Commando. I think the Commando's better. It's really preference. You see multiple like pro players either using this or using this. It's your preference really. P90, B tier. P90 is an underrated gun. I don't care what anyone says. It's a very underrated gun. Great gun, great ammo capacity. It's like a mini G8. Literally, it's like it's like another one of Maisha's guns. It's not as good. Capita's gun, very underrated in the AR section. Would I put that? No, not S tier. Very underrated in the AR section. I definitely think no recoil, mid tier damage, a good fire rate, not too fast, not too slow. I put that at A tier. Jackal's PDW. I don't know. I don't use it a lot, so I can't. I feel like putting it at B tier is like me not really knowing too much. I don't really use it. I think it's a good weapon, but I would choose a C70 over that any day. Ash R4C. That's solid S tier. Now, granted, it does not have the ACOG anymore. It's still great fire rate, great damage. Put a hollow on this, and it's amazing. Trust me. And it's on Ash too. So, sausage. I would keep it up with this shotgun. It's like a mini LS shotgun. It's definitely not A tier, but it's definitely a B tier. It's not C tier. Where is it? Scorpion. That's questionable. I'd probably put that at A tier. I think it's an A tier because it has lower damage but higher fire rate and a good magazine size. but it has a lot of recoil, so it's definitely not an S tier. No chance in S tier. And it's not. I don't think it's better than Bandit's gun, but like some people can gun with this. If you can gun with this, respect to you. I used to always use it, but I don't use this anymore just because the recoil was just a lot. I don't even bother. Doc shotgun. All right, this is gonna catch you by surprise, but this shotgun actually slaps. Like going, if you look at the damage, like I would even put this at one of the higher level shotguns. Like, do I have a shotgun in A tier? Yeah, I do. I like shotgun. I wouldn't say it's better than her, but it's like another mini. It's like another mini what's it called? Like smoke shotgun. But like trust me, I know it sounds so weird, but just going off the damage and how often you will one shot somebody, this gun is better than the recruit rush shotgun. You know, like 100%. Like I know, like it's very weird because nobody ever uses it. It's actually a very good shotgun. The shotgun is shit. I don't care what anyone says. No, shotgun is terrible. Literally, down here with this gun. I can't. I'm not even gonna go into it. It's the same shotgun, but on Ying, right? Yeah, it's Legion and Ying's. Okay, now this, in my opinion, like, no, just for my own safety, I'm putting that at A tier. Cause I've seen some pro players gun with that gun, bro. Like, not for me though. Definitely not for me. Cause you know what? It has a very high fire rate. Very good gun up close. I do not use it. Not a chance you'll find me using that. This is Valk shotgun. I put Valk shotgun at C tier. It's not bad, but definitely not like one of the best shotguns. I don't think so, at least. Cav shotgun. I think it's the same tier. I think it's just as good as Valk shotgun. I don't think it's bad. Might even put it like at B tier, maybe a little better. Spear, this CC weapon, 100%. It's not bad, but it's just not good. Like you're gonna like, it's just like not that good really. Like maybe you could say it's a B tier. Like I could put it at B tier, because I don't think it's like, there's a lot of terrible guns in here. Yeah, I wouldn't put it at B tier. I would put it at B tier, because I would consider it up there with like the AR-33, the L8. This thing is a pocket F2. I would put this thing next to the SMG. I entirely forgot about this. This is a solid S tier gun. Bro, this thing is literally a pocket F2. No doubt about it. These two are the best two secondaries. 100%. Cross shotty, it used to be very good. It's not good. I'd put it... It's better than this shotgun. It's better than these two shotguns. And it's on par with this shotgun, so... Habana shotgun. Not that good. Bro, Legion's gun is a solid B tier weapon. I'd even put it at A tier, honestly. For SMGs, what do I have in SMG tier? Yeah, I would put Legion's gun at a solid A tier weapon. Just because there's no recoil. I use it on Malusi all the time, and I use it on Legion. And especially Legion has the 1.5 times. Like, I would say maybe B tier before he had the 1.5 times. But now with a 1.5 times scope, this gun is crazy. So definitely from B to A tier with the 1.5 times scope. No doubt. Ying's gun. I think I might be stupid right now. I think it's a AR. I'm having a brain fart right now. But I put that at a solid A tier. It has, bro, you could just let that sing. That's another one of those. You could just let that thing just let that thing go. They got a brain fart. I don't know. I don't think it's an MG. I think I'm just stupid right now. It's like literally 4 in the morning as I'm recording this. Hate shotguns. Used to be good. Terrible. Horrible now. Terrible. It's like, it's not terrible. It's not like these. It's not like down here. But like, they took away the ACOG. Pretty sure they took away the ACOG, right? I think they did. But either way, they nerfed the damage on it a lot. Because it used to be so good, bro. It used to be so broken. And they took the damage down a lot on that. Habana's gun. Solid A tier weapon. The reason I would say A tier is because it's not an S tier. Because it has only 21 bullets. So it cannot be an S tier. Definitely not. But it's overall great weapon. UMP-45. D tier. C tier. Because it's just like this gun. Just like the MPX. But it's like worse than the MPX. Because it's just like another pea shooter. I don't think it's a D tier because it has like no recoil, so you can kind of like benefit from that. Lion's gun is a B tier. It could lean towards A tier, just like Jackal's PDW could lean towards A tier, but I consider it a B tier. Mira's gun, a solid B tier weapon as well. I think Mira's gun's a very good weapon, especially. No, I put it like towards like B tier, like towards A tier, but like it's definitely when it comes to SMG category, I would consider it like Bandit's gun. But like it does have the 1.5 times, but it's like, I don't know. It's very iffy. It could be A tier, could be B tier. But it just depends on who's using it. Quickly want to go over this. The reason why it's just the S tier. Jaeger's gun, best gun on defense. AK, best gun on attack. Maestro's best LMG on defense. I'm gonna say best AR on defense because it's the only one, but that's about the only one besides the AUG. But Maestro's best LMG on defense. K1A, my favorite SMG on defense. I think it's best just going off of like stats. These two, SMG 11 and the Pocket F2, whatever the name is, best 2 secondary SMGs. Jackal's gun, top tier assault rifle. F2, top tier assault rifle, high damage, high fire rate, good magazine size. G8, high fire rate, higher like lower fire rate, but not as high as F2s, but great fire rate, great weapon capacity, great gun. Smoke, best shotgun, best DMR, one of the best assault rifles, best SMG because it has an ACOG, only SMG with an ACOG on Rook. So that's why these are the S tier. I did it all in like kind of like organized ways, like you know, like assault rifles, SMGs, Pocket F2, you know, like that stuff. Okay, now quickly I want to cover pistols separately. I figured I'd just throw them all up and kind of explain it real quick, so it wouldn't be like a 50-minute video. But for S tier, definitely Deagle, PMM, Cat pistol because it's like 70 damage per shot, and the revolver. The revolver is kind of iffy because you know you have to hit your shots. But otherwise, I'm just talking about generally about like damage wise and fire rate and ammo. Definitely Deagle, definitely PMM, one of the best. Definitely Cat's pistol, and definitely the revolver. Now the rest of them don't really matter. Like to be fair, like the Karatos. I mean Karatos is this one up here, but the pistol shotgun on Maestro, damage wise and like as a pistol itself is not good at all. But when it comes to actual utility, it's a very good gun. It could be very good up close, but like when it comes to just like pistols you're not gonna use like it's just not that good of a pistol. But it's very good for utility. Great for utility. Like if I'm gonna play my show, I'm gonna pick this over the Karatos because I'm gonna use it for utility to make rotates. So utility wise, like I mean I guess sure you could put it at S tier because of utility wise. The damage wise isn't really that good, but like S tier, S tier for pistol, for the fact that you can make rotates. Damage and like actual pistol use, not that good. But I put it at S tier. I rotate up to E tier because I don't know why I had it at E tier. But not damage wise, but good overall as a pistol. Great for rotates. This gun, the Nomad's gun, K's gun, not good. It used to be very broken. And now they just nerfed it to the ground. Literally nerfed it to get like the recoil is not good. Definitely, you know, Legion's pistol, great pistol. I can't tell from the picture. I think it's this one right here. I think it's Legion pistol. I could be wrong. But Legion pistol, great pistol. The one on IQ, the one on Blitz, great pistol. The one on Captau or anyone with the M9, great pistol. The rest don't really matter. Like this one's not that good. That one's on Capcan. Like it's really preference. But like these are the pistols that you should be using if you have the ability to. But I hope you enjoyed the video. I know I kind of just made this last part short because I don't want it to be like a whole hour-long video. But let me know if you want any more type of tier list of what tier list you want. Hope you enjoy. Like I said, it's all opinions. So let me know what you think. Leave a comment down below. Peace. Have a good day.